Vice President J.D. Vance and Pete Hegseth are about to speak at Union Station thanking the National Guard troops. Do you think placing the troops at major transit hubs or monuments is the most strategic deployment instead of, say, high crime areas?
I don't think the National Guard should be used for law enforcement. And I think calling men and women from their homes and their jobs and their families, they have to be used on on mission-specific items that benefit the nation. I don't think you have an armed militia in the nation's capital.
And I don't know that they've actually put that on paper. If they did, that's a huge scandal. But if they say you have to do English and then just aren't enforcing it, that's another problem too. And I think there should be accountability for it. He said, we're going to hold this guy accountable, 100% criminal charges, and he's going to be in prison for a long time. But we also got to look at the company. How is he doing? The company put him in there. Did the company not look to see whether he could speak English? I mean, how do you hire somebody? Hey, how are you going to drive that? No Inglés? Like, no, you have got to speak English. And there had to be a process where you were able to say, and this guy didn't speak English. So that's a huge problem with the company. So we're looking through that and seeing. And then we're also looking at the conduct of these other states to see, what recourse there's. It's harder when you're talking about other states. It just is legally and constitutionally. But, how is it fair that like Florida, we're doing the right thing? We've enacted the safe policy.
But do you think that your colleagues in the Senate Democrats, should refuse to fund the government? That deadline is coming up at the end of September. Should they refuse to vote on these spending bills using that leverage until they see President Trump reverse deploying troops in the streets of D.C.?
Yes. I mean, first, that should be on the table. And I don't think we should be ruling that out. I think that Democrats in the Senate, the House, all of us should be united in using everything that we can do and all of our power to stop what Trump is doing right now, not just in D.C., but across the country. So absolutely, that should be on the table.
It is time for the insanity to stop. It is time for everyone to recognize what is settled truth. Girls are girls and boys are boys. I cannot believe that we are here today having to talk about these things that everybody understands as plain common sense. Here we are, we're talking about three young boys who have been punished because they were trying to do the noble thing and saying they were not comfortable having to undress in front of girls. Normally, we would applaud that, would we not? Instead, this school system has decided they are going to use the parents' own tax money against them and punish these boys. And so now these young men are branded with a label that no parent wants them to have as boys who have sexually harassed at their young age. Think about that. What are we supposed to do now?